If you've ever had a day where everything clicks, as if reality were conspiring in your favor, followed by another where you feel like you're pushing through invisible mud, you're not imagining things. You're witnessing the rise and fall of your signal. Not good vibes in the vague, pop spiritual sense, but a measurable state where your mind, emotions, and nervous system move in coherence. In that state, your heart's electromagnetic field becomes smooth and organized. Your brain stops recycling yesterday's fear. Your body exits survival and remembers how to create. That's when life stops feeling like resistance and starts answering you with precision. This is the moment most people miss. They think frequency is a mood you chase, not a state you stabilize. They try to muscle positivity through gritted teeth, layering affirmations on top of an anxious body, then wonder why the results are chaotic. But the quantum field isn't listening only to what you say. It registers what you broadcast, the total signature of your thoughts, feelings, breath, posture, chemistry. When that signature is fragmented, outcomes look random. When it's coherent, the field reflects you like a flawless mirror. Here's the quiet revolution already happening inside you. Your system knows how to synchronize. Your heart is continuously sending rhythmic information to your brain. Your breath is a lever into your autonomic nervous system. Your attention is creative currency that collapses possibility into form. The observer effect isn't a slogan, it's a description of how consciousness guides matter. The question isn't whether you're broadcasting, it's what. So let's be honest about the sabotage. It rarely arrives as a dramatic meltdown. It arrives as micro choices, reaching for your phone before your breath, replaying an old conversation until your chest tightens, bracing your shoulders for a threat that never came. Each tiny contraction frays your signal, and each tiny moment of deliberate presence repairs it. The lever is small and near, a slower exhale, a hand over the heart, a decision to notice before reacting. This is not denial of pain. It is refusal to let pain pilot your field. Over the next chapters, you will learn a living method, not a trick, for entering and maintaining high vibration mode. First, you'll see why coherence is science, not mysticism dressed in poetry, how the heart-brain network and your electromagnetic field set the tone of your day. Then you'll receive a morning protocol that programs your field before the world does. From there, we'll protect that state in the wild. Micro resets, focus rituals, and environment design that keep your frequency intact amid emails, traffic, and other people's storms. Finally, you'll build a protective, intelligent boundary, an energetic membrane that filters noise and amplifies clarity wherever you go. If you feel a subtle yes rising right now, an opening in your chest, a quiet relief that says this is the missing piece, anchor it. Type 111 in the comments. Those 3 ones symbolize mind, heart, body in alignment. One signal, one intention, one field. That small act marks a line in the sand between unconscious momentum and conscious creation. And if this speaks to the part of you that's tired of force and ready for flow, subscribe now. Not for algorithms, but to remain in a space that will train your system daily to return to coherence. You don't need perfect conditions to live at a higher frequency. You need a practice that makes coherence your default, so that opportunities recognize you. People trust you without knowing why, and your life reflects the signal you've decided to broadcast. Take one slow breath. Feel your hand rise and fall over your heart. The awakening isn't out there. It's the moment you choose to become the signal and let the field answer. Think of your day like a broadcast. Every thought is a carrier wave. Every emotion adds data, and your body, through breath, posture, and heart rhythm, amplifies or distorts that signal. When these elements are scattered, you transmit static. The world mirrors that with missed cues, friction, and almosts. When they synchronize, you enter coherence, a smooth, stable signal your environment can lock onto. This isn't mystical poetry. It's how living systems behave. Your heart produces the strongest electromagnetic field in your body, and when its rhythm becomes smooth and ordered, your brain follows. Perception clears, stress chemistry quiets, and options you couldn't see a minute ago become obvious. You're not forcing reality. You're finally tuned well enough to cooperate with it. Here's the trap most fall into. They try to think positive over a nervous system still running last year's panic. The mouth says abundance, the body whispers scarcity. That mismatch is why you feel drained after affirmations. The field hears the body's frequency first. Coherence flips the sequence, regulate the body, organize the heart rhythm, then let the mind narrate what the body already feels. When the heart leads, the brain stops firefighting and starts pattern recognizing. Synchronicities increase not because the universe randomly favors you, but because your attention is no longer hijacked by survival alarms. Clear input, clear output. Start with the simplest hinge. Breath that steadies rhythm. A 5-in, 5-out cadence through the nose signals safety to your autonomic system. Don't chase bliss, chase smoothness. Place a hand on the center of your chest and imagine breathing through that point. After 60 seconds, invite a modest, believable emotion. Quiet appreciation, not fireworks. That tiny lift is enough to shift your heart's waveform from jagged to fluid. In that physiology, you'll notice your inner dialogue softens without effort. Your shoulders drop, jaw unlocks, and problems shrink to their workable size. From here, decisions become cleaner because they're not made to silence discomfort, but to advance alignment. Coherence also explains the good day spiral. Momentum is a real force in biology. Ordered states tend to sustain themselves, disordered states too. That's why a chaotic morning bleeds into a reactive afternoon, unless you insert an interrupt. The fastest interrupt is what we'll use repeatedly in this guide. Pause, long exhale, heart focus, one felt inch of gratitude, then proceed. It takes 15 seconds and prevents hours of low-frequency drift. Stack 3 of these micro resets and the day flips from managing fires to executing signal. To keep your field stable, you need clean inputs. Attention is electrical currency. Every unguarded notification, doom scroll, or debate you can't influence fractures your broadcast. This isn't moral, it's mechanical. If you leak 4 watts here and 7 watts there, you arrive at noon at half power and call it a tough day. Build tiny rails for your focus. Work in discrete blocks with your phone in another room. Eat without screens. Let walking be walking, not inbox scanning. Single tasking isn't old-fashioned discipline, it's frequency hygiene. You're training your brain to prefer the stable oscillations that match coherence. Environment matters because fields interact. Clutter multiplies decisions and micro-stress. Order returns wattage to your system. Natural light and living plants subtly nudge your rhythms towards steadier patterns. Sounds trivial until you feel the cumulative effect. Fewer spikes, more glide. Hydration is another hidden lever. Water conducts signals. A dehydrated brain mimics anxiety. 2 tall glasses before coffee smooth the first hour's chemistry, making coherence easier to establish and harder to lose. You'll also feel the social layer of this science. Coherent people stabilize rooms, not by force, by resonance. When your heart rhythm is smooth, other systems can entrain to it. That's why your calm diffuses someone's agitation faster than logic can. It's also why certain conversations leave you buzzing and others leave you hollow, fields mixed. Your boundary isn't about withdrawal. It's about holding a steady tone long enough for reality to organize around it. You're not a wall. You're a tuning fork. What about bad emotions? They're signals, not sins. Coherence doesn't mean constant pleasantness. It means you can metabolize intensity without losing the signal. Fear says, more safety, please. Anger says a boundary was crossed. Sadness says, something must be honored. Feel them somatically, then steer the physiology back to smoothness. Long exhale, heart focus. One believable, grateful image. You aren't bypassing. You are sequencing, feel, name, regulate, then choose. That order preserves truth and restores power. You'll know you're in coherence by markers that are both subtle and practical. Time feels wider, not rushed. Options appear where there were none. The right words arrive mid-sentence. Appetite for friction drops. Small, supportive coincidences cluster. The email you needed, the seat that opens, the friend who calls with the exact lead. Treat these as biofeedback from the field. Signal received. Continue. Make it tangible with a 3-3-3 anchor you can run anywhere. 3 breaths at a 5-5 cadence. 3 heart-focused seconds of genuine appreciation. For warmth of the mug, light on the wall, breath itself. 3 words that define the tone you choose now, e.g., clear, steady, open. That's 90 seconds to restore broadcast quality. Do it before you open your inbox, before you reply to the text, before you hit send. You'll ship fewer mistakes, spend less energy apologizing for reactivity, and gain hours of clean momentum. Finally, retire the myth that you must fix your life to earn a high frequency. It's the opposite. You hold a high frequency long enough for life to reorganize. Coherence first, then shifts. Conversations go easier. Timing gets kinder. Your appetite for misaligned commitments evaporates. And what's truly yours starts finding you because your station is finally clear. Keep the broadcast honest, keep the practices small and repeatable, and watch how quickly good days stop feeling like accidents and start reading like your default setting. Before the world asks anything of you, give yourself 60 quiet seconds. Sit up slowly. Let the room be as it is. No fixing, no checking. Just you and your breath. Place a warm hand over your chest. Feel that steady rhythm under your palm. Imagine you're greeting yourself after a long journey. Good morning. I'm here. That's enough to begin. Take a breath in like you're drawing fresh air through the center of your chest. Let it drift out a little longer than it came in. Do it again, soft in, softer out. No forcing. The goal isn't big breath. It's even breath. As the exhale lengthens, your body gets the message you've been trying to send with thoughts for years. You're safe. Now welcome one honest feeling. Not fireworks, just a small believable glow. Maybe the memory of warm sunlight on your face. The laughter of someone you love. The simple comfort of a blanket in a quiet room. Let that feeling sit beneath your palm and spread. If nothing grand arrives, appreciation for breath itself is perfect. Coherence doesn't demand intensity. It asks for sincerity. As that quiet warmth gathers, choose 3 words for your day. 3 clear tones you want your body to carry into every room. Steady, clear, kind or focused, calm, open. Whisper them to yourself on the out-breath. These words aren't wishes. They're settings. Your nervous system understands settings. Keep breathing in a smooth rhythm. See, the first thing you have to do today, not the whole day, just the first step. Watch yourself doing it at this frequency. Same task, new state. Notice how the edges soften when you lead with steadiness instead of speed. You're not rehearsing the result. You're rehearsing the signal you will broadcast while you move. If your mind tries to sprint ahead, let it jog without you. Return to the palm on your chest. Feel the simple weight of your hand. Feel the body carry you like it has every day so far. Let one more breath travel in through the heart and glide out longer than it came. Good. You're tuning the instrument before the concert starts. Some mornings you'll wake with knots. That's all right. Meet them without argument. If you can't find gratitude, choose neutrality. I'm breathing. I'm here. Give your exhale a little extra length. Imagine the breath rinsing the noise from your chest like water through glass. Even 2 or 3 quiet cycles can change the weather inside you. You may forget and reach for your phone. If you do, don't scold yourself. Set it down like you're lowering a bright object from a child's hand. Hand back to heart. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. Whisper your 3 words. Begin again. The body learns through repetition, not perfection. Notice the first signs that you've locked the signal. Time feels a shade wider. The first decision arrives without a courtroom of debate. Small irritations bump your surface but don't sink you. Tiny alignments show up, good timing, the right phrasing, an open lane. These are proofs, not coincidences. Coherence echoes. If you want to carry this tone into the day, thread in brief pauses at thresholds you're already crossing. Before you open a door, touch the knob, breathe out a little longer, feel the chest soften, and walk through with your 3 words alive in you. Before you open messages, let your shoulders drop by a centimeter and breathe once like you mean it. Before you answer someone you love, let the breath finish all the way, and choose a response that matches your morning's promise. When something jolts you, an email, a look, a headline, don't negotiate with the jolt. Return to the body. Soften the jaw, unhook the tongue from the roof of your mouth, let the shoulders fall. 1 patient inhale into the center of the chest. 1 patient exhale that lingers. Remember your 3 words. Speak or act after the exhale ends. That is how you protect what you tuned. If the day gets loud, Imagine a faint golden light under your palm that expands with every out-breath until it outlines you, not as a wall, but as a gentle, living boundary. It lets in what nourishes and lets pass what doesn't. No fight. Just clarity. People will feel the difference even if they can't name it. You'll feel it first. Should you miss the morning entirely, don't declare defeat. Start where your feet are. Sit at the edge of the bed at night and run the same sequence for 1 minute. Hand to heart, even breath. One real feeling, 3 words for tomorrow. You're teaching your system its preferred home base. The body loves a home base. Understand this. You are not chasing a perfect state. You are choosing a preferred tone. The more often you choose it, the less effort it takes to find it. Eventually, coherence stops being a thing you do and becomes the person you are while you do everything else. So, tomorrow when you wake, don't rush to the world. Let the world wait for a moment while you craft the signal it will meet. Hand to heart, even breath. One honest feeling, 3 simple words. See the first step done at your chosen tone, then stand and take that tone with you. You have just reset your morning frequency, and the day will answer to the way you began. The morning gave you a tone. Now the day will try to spend it. Messages ping, plans wobble, someone else's storm brushes your skin. This isn't failure. It's physics. Coherence is not a cage you lock yourself inside. It's a current you return to again and again until returning becomes reflex. Start with the smallest hinge. Every big derailment begins as a micro tilt. The jaw tightens, the breath thins, the shoulders climb. Catch that tiny tilt and you save the whole hour. When you notice it, pause without drama. Let your shoulders drop a thumb's width. Loosen the tongue from the roof of your mouth. 1 even inhale to the heart, 1 longer exhale. That's your instant recalibration. You didn't fix the world. You fixed the signal you're broadcasting to it. Move between moments like a conductor, not a passenger. Life is made of thresholds, into the kitchen, into the meeting, into the car, into the call. Treat each threshold as a tuning fork. As your hand finds a doorknob, let 1 breath finish fully. Remember your 3 morning words, then cross. When you open a message, exhale first, then read. When a voice gets sharp, keep your exhale longer than theirs. You're teaching your nervous system that you decide the tempo. Guard attention like fire. Energy leaks through scattered focus. If you're working, work. If you're eating, eat. If you're speaking with someone, give them undivided presence. Focus is not tension. It's a clean beam. The field answers clean beams. If you must shift tasks, close the first one with a single breath and a quiet complete, then begin the next. This tiny ritual snips the strings of mental drag that used to trail behind you. Set frequency checkpoints. 3 times today, mid-morning, mid-afternoon, evening, ask, what am I broadcasting right now? Don't scold, scan. If you're in static, take 30 seconds, palm to chest, inhale steady, exhale longer. Recall the feeling you grew at dawn. Whisper your 3 words. Return. The goal isn't unbroken peace. It's a short path home. Keep a boundary, not a barricade. Before difficult rooms or crowded feeds, picture your golden field brightening on the exhale, permeable to what nourishes, transparent to what drains. No pushing back, no armor clanging, just clarity. You'll notice how often other people soften around you. Coherence is contagious. You lead without a speech, let the body help. Hydrate early and often. Water is how your electrical self stays fluent. Choose food that leaves you lucid, lighter at midday, colors grown in real soil, a touch of protein when you need ballast. Step outside for 2 minutes of natural light. It resets clocks your calendar can't see. If tension pools, stand, shake the hands, roll the shoulders, sigh out audibly. Movement is how the body clears old weather from the room. Clean the room, clear the field. Clutter multiplies tiny decisions and taxes signal strength. Keep 1 small coherence zone, a desk, a corner, the car console, clear and alive. A plant, a window, a notebook that begins with your 3 words. When you enter that zone, your system remembers. When criticism bites, don't chew it twice. Feel the sting, name it, heat in the chest, buzz in the head, and breathe out until the buzz drops 1 notch. Ask, what stays true about me even if this is true? Answer in a single sentence, then decide your next smallest honest action. That's dignity in motion. If the spiral starts, interrupt momentum, not yourself. Look for 5 things you can see, 4 you can feel, 3 you can hear, 2 you can smell, 1 you can taste. Slow exhale with each. Presence returns. Add 1 heart breath. The plot loses its grip. End the day the way you began it, simply. 1 minute light slow, hand to heart, even inhale, longer exhale. Name 1 alignment you noticed, a kinder reply, a better boundary, a moment you remembered to breathe. Let gratitude be ordinary, not theatrical. Sleep is when your system files the lesson. Give it something worth keeping. Here is the truth that keeps you steady. Coherence isn't a performance you maintain. It's a home you return to. The more doors you build back to that home, breath, words, thresholds, light, water, the shorter the distance becomes. Soon you won't get back. You'll stay closer. The world will still sway. You'll sway less. And in that small difference, entire days change their weather. You don't need thicker armor. You need a clearer signal. Protection isn't gritting your teeth and pushing the world away. Protection is coherence, so steady and warm that noise has nothing to stick to. Imagine your inner weather becoming calm and bright. Storms may pass overhead, but they don't decide your day. Start with your heart. Place 1 hand on your chest, yes, now, even while you listen. Let the breath arrive on its own, then lengthen the exhale just a little. Picture a soft golden light waking up beneath your palm. You're not forcing anything. You're letting sunrise happen inside you. With each easy breath, the light widens until it surrounds you, a gentle halo from head to toe. This boundary is not a wall. It is intelligent, porous, and kind. It welcomes what nourishes you and lets the rest slide by. Notice for a moment what changes. Maybe your shoulders drop, your jaw loosens, your thoughts get quieter. That is your nervous system recognizing safety. Carry this field through the doors of your day. Before you step into a meeting, a classroom, a store, pause for a single breath. The inhale gathers light. The exhale brightens it by 1 shade. When you leave a tense space, brush your shoulders once as if you're shaking off dust and say softly, "What's mine stays. What's not returns." You are not pushing people away. You're choosing which signal you keep. Let places help you. Choose 1 small spot you visit daily, the corner of your desk, the driver's seat, the table by your bed, and make it a coherent zone. Keep it clear. Give it life with a plant or a ray of natural light. Place a small card there with 3 words that name how you want to feel: clear, warm, steady. When you enter this spot, your body will remember faster than your mind. Guard your signal with simple courtesies to your biology. Water before opinion. Food that leaves you lucid. Caffeine only if your exhale stays long after you sip. Screens used like tools, not like weather. If your breath shortens while you scroll, that's your cue to close the app, lengthen the exhale, and return only when your shoulders stay heavy and your belly stays soft. Through the day, visit yourself briefly. Set 3 gentle reminders, late morning, mid-afternoon, early evening. When they chime, scan your jaw, your shoulders, your belly, and your breath. Ask, what am I broadcasting right now? If you find static, don't argue with it. Take 1 slow inhale and a longer exhale. Feel the heart warm. Brighten the golden field. Then continue. Consistency matters more than duration. Many small returns build an unshakable baseline. When stress surprises you, use the instant recalibration. Put both feet on the floor. Let the tongue rest from the roof of the mouth. Inhale to 4, exhale to 6 once or twice. Then tell yourself, what stays true about me even if this is true? Name that truth in a short sentence. I am calm under pressure, or I speak clearly when I'm ready, and walk it into the next moment. Give your attention somewhere to live. When you work, work. When you eat, eat. When someone speaks, listen with your whole face. Every time you let your focus scatter across 6 open tabs and a buzzing phone, you leak energy. Focus is not punishment. It is how you keep your field bright. If you feel residue after a dense conversation, stand, roll your shoulders, shake out your hands, and sigh on purpose. If you can, step outside for 2 minutes and let real daylight rinse your eyes. Motion clears what thought keeps. Speak boundaries in a coherent voice. Name sensations instead of throwing blame. My chest is tight. I need a breath to answer well. Keep your sentences short and your voice low. Let the exhale be long. If you need to step away, say, I care about this. I'll return in 10 minutes with a clear head. You are protecting the field you will bring back. Rooms have frequencies too. Clear a corner. Open a window. Wipe a surface. Put living green where you spend the most time. Let mornings be bright and evenings be warm. Choose soundscapes that match the work. Silence or soft instrumentals for focus. Nature sounds for recovery. And at night, let the bedroom be a place your field can rest. Move chargers out of reach. Dim the lights. Put your hand to your heart and name one choice you're proud of and one weight you release. Whisper, filed as wisdom, released as weight. Sleep will write that lesson into your system. Travel with your field instead of losing it. In a busy terminal or crowded line, match your steps to your breath. Keep the golden boundary about 2 arm lengths wide. After you arrive anywhere, find a piece of sky. 2 minutes is enough. To reset your rhythm before you speak, decide, or reply. Once a week, deepen the rinse. Touch nature, trees, shoreline, wind, long enough to feel your breath change. On paper, list where you're leaking signal, a habit, a room, a thread. Circle the smallest one and repair it this week. Then offer one quiet act of service with no announcement. Coherence grows when it moves outward. And when someone else's storm blows through your day, notice where it lands in your body. Lengthen the exhale until that spot softens by 1 notch. Widen your golden field. Ask, what would steadiness do here? Do the smallest, honest version of that. Drink water, answer slower, postpone the decision. High frequency is not a mood you chase. It is a rhythm you keep. Rhythms live in your body, your room, and your calendar. So let's turn your day into an instrument that plays one clear note, calm, warm, steady, no matter the weather. I'll speak to you as you move, so you can do this while listening. Begin with water. Before opinions, before headlines, before messages, water. 1 full glass, unhurried. Feel it rinse the night from your mouth, your throat, your chest. Let your shoulders drop a notch. You are electrical. Hydration is how current travels. Keep a bottle within reach and make it easy to do the right thing often. Now light. Step to a window and let morning sky soften your eyes. You don't need to stare. Just allow daylight to touch your face for a minute. That minute tells your inner clock. We are awake, we are safe, we're in rhythm. Night will thank you. Tomorrow will too. Food is both fuel and feedback. Eat to feel lucid. If a plate makes your breath shallow or your eyelids heavy, it's too much for the work ahead. Favor meals that leave you warm in the belly and clear in the mind. Keep it kind, not rigid. 1 small improvement a day is a quiet revolution over a month. Move to polish the antenna. 10 slow squats while the kettle warms. A 2-minute walk after meals. A shoulder roll every hour. If you can't leave your chair, circle your ankles, open your chest, lengthen 1 exhale. Movement shakes off stale charge and invites fresh current. Posture is a broadcast. Lengthen the back of your neck. Let the jaw unclench. Drop your ribs from your throat and rest your tongue softly on the roof of your mouth. This is how you say to your nervous system, stand down. A calm neck equals a calmer message. Breath sets the tempo. Carry 3 patterns. Settle. Inhale 4, exhale 6, repeat for 1 minute. Use this before decisions. Spark. Inhale 3, hold 1, exhale 3, hold 1. 5 rounds to wake without panic. Stretch. Inhale 5, exhale 5. 10 cycles to smooth the edges between tasks. Design 1 coherence corner. Clear a small surface. Place something living there. A plant, a flower, a bowl of lemons. Add a card with 3 words you want to broadcast today. Clear, warm, steady. Each visit, hand to heart. 1 slow breath, say the words aloud. Not decor, training. Guard your attention like pilots guard fuel. Work in honest bursts. Phone face down. Notifications off. When a burst ends, look far into the distance for 10 seconds, then close your eyes for 1 long exhale. You have just told your brain, we can go again without fraying. Install micro returns. 3 times today, late morning, mid-afternoon, early evening. Pause for 15 seconds. Jaw soft, shoulders heavy. Inhale to 4, exhale to 6. Ask, what am I broadcasting? If the answer is friction, brighten the golden field around you by 1 shade. Continue. Many brief returns beat 1 long retreat. Create frequency checkpoints. Set gentle reminders named breathe plus check. When they nudge you, scan feet, belly, chest, jaw, eyes. Release one. Lengthen one exhale. Name your current note in one word: foggy, pressured, bright. If it's not the note you choose, change one small thing now. Stand, sip, step outside, or silence a tab. Build boundaries that are kind and firm. If a conversation tightens your chest, name your body first. My voice will be clearer in 5 minutes. I'm stepping for a breath. Keep sentences short and your exhale long. You are not abandoning the moment. You're protecting the signal you'll bring back to it. Let your space help you hold the note. Open a window when the room feels stale. Wipe one surface when your head feels crowded. Put loose items in a single basket labeled "Decide later" and buy yourself quiet now. Choose sounds that match the task. Silence for focus. Light instrumentals for recovery. Nature for relief. Invite color, scent, and temperature as allies. Soft blues and earth tones calm. A drop of citrus lifts. Cooler air sharpens. Warmer light soothes. Change the room. Change the broadcast. Practice digital hygiene. Start and end the day without a screen for 15 minutes. Batch messages. Mute threads that pull you into reactivity. Remember, every ping spends a coin of attention. Save coins for the work and the people that matter. Honor ultradian rhythms. Your brain runs in 90-minute waves. Row with the wave, then rest for 10 minutes. Water, window, walk, or simply breathe. Sprint, then coast. Coherence loves cadence. Tend the evening the way farmers tend soil. Lower lights, farther screens, softer voices. Write 2 lines. One thing you did well, one thing you now release. Hand to heart. Filed as wisdom, released as weight. Sleep will press that stamp into your system, so tomorrow begins clearer. Keep an emergency kit for stormy hours. Bridge breath. Nose in 4. Nose out 6, 3 rounds while thinking the word down. Reset move, shake hands and shoulders for 10 seconds. Sigh once on purpose. Cold splash, rinse wrists or splash face. Let the body remember, present. Name plus. Choose, this is anger. Then, I choose steady. One feeling named, one quality chosen. Travel days and crowded rooms. Expand the golden field before entering. Breathe through your heart as you cross the threshold. Stand with weight evenly on both feet. Keep your exhale longer than your inhale. You will feel the room. The room will also feel you. Cycles and seasons matter. On lower energy days, shrink the list, lengthen the rests, keep the rituals. Consistency is power. Do less, but don't disappear. The signal stays alive through small acts done faithfully. Caffeine and sugar are levers, not leaders. Use them to decorate an already steady state, not to build one. If stimulation spikes and crashes your note, replace 1 cup with sunlight, breath, or a brisk 2-minute walk. Let energy come from rhythm, not rescue. People shape your field. Choose companions who don't demand you dim. Share silence with someone who can hold it. Celebrate tiny wins out loud. Coherence loves witnesses. Finally, treat the day like music. Overture, water, light, breath. 3 words, measures, focused bursts, micro returns. Gentle boundaries. Rests, true pauses, eyes off screens. Jaw loose, exhale long. Coda, dim light. 2 honest lines. Sleep that welcomes tomorrow. You are not chasing a peak. You are keeping a pulse. When body, space, and time agree on the same rhythm, the field around you thickens with warmth and steadiness. People feel it. Rooms soften. Decisions simplify. And you, without strain or spectacle, become the presence that holds its note, rain or shine. Now tune the instrument. 1 palm over your heart, 1 over your lower belly. In through your nose for a slow 5, out for a longer 6. Let the out-breath be the permission slip. We can soften now. 3 rounds is enough. On the 3rd exhale, think the word down and feel your ribs settle like a book closing. Invite a true ember. Call to mind 1 small, honest gratitude. The light at the edge of a curtain, someone's laugh, the fact that breath keeps arriving. Don't hunt a big feeling. Let a thumb-sized warmth sit behind your sternum. Breathe as if that ember glows brighter on each inhale and steadier on each exhale. That steadiness is coherence beginning. Light the boundary. See the ember leak gold into your chest, then pour outward to fill your circle. Not a hard wall, an intelligent membrane. It says yes to what nourishes and kindly no to what does not. Let it expand to an arm's length in every direction, front, back, crown, and floor. Quietly name it, clear, warm, steady. You just change the room without saying a word. Set the signal with posture. Lift your crown by an invisible thread. Lengthen the back of your neck. Let your elbows hang. Tongue rests on the roof of your mouth. Breath finds more room. This alignment is grammar for your nervous system. It writes the sentence. We're safe. We can think. Choose your word. One quality for the next slice of time, just one. Clarity, courage, kindness, pace, ease, precision, mercy. Say it once, not like a slogan, but a vow. Then tint your gold field with that word's color and temperature. Now it's not just a thought. It's a climate your body recognizes. Bring coherence into motion. If you're about to speak, keep the exhale longer than the inhale for your first sentence. If you're about to write, let both feet rest fully on the floor and soften the space between your eyes. If you're about to decide, take one extra breath and ask, what does my word do here? The answer will be simpler than your fear. Fewer words, kinder edges, clearer boundaries, seal the state. Press your palm gently into your heart for a 5 count. That touch is a signature. Your body remembers states more readily when touch is involved. Open your eyes fully. Let the room come to you instead of leaping toward it. You are in it, and you are also the atmosphere you bring. Now let's stretch this ritual through real life so it survives outside quiet moments. You're about to enter a hard conversation. Pause at the doorway, physical or virtual. One breath in 5, one out 6. Gold field up. Word chosen, respect. You don't enter to win. You enter to remain coherent while you tell the truth. If voices rise, you won't match volume. You'll match values. Your exhale becomes the metronome that keeps the rhythm steady. You receive sharp feedback. The chest tightens. Breath flees. That's the moment the old pattern would take the wheel. This time you interrupt the spiral with one slow out-breath, longer than the in. Hand to heart, just for a second. Word, learning. You answer from state before you answer with content. Notice how your tone shifts. Fewer defenses, more specifics. Cleaner next steps. You're overwhelmed at your desk. Tabs open, mind scattered. Stand or sit tall. Lengthen your neck. 3 cycles of 5 in, 6 out. Goldfield returns. Word, 1. You choose a single next action that moves the needle 2 inches, then you do only that. Coherence loves monotasking. Your field thickens. The noise thins. You're in transit. Crowded train, busy sidewalk. Eyes soft, jaw released. Keep the rhythm. Quiet 5 in, quiet 6 out. Imagine the gold field as soft light that takes up. Not more space, but better space. People brush past and bounce off your border without snagging you. You aren't avoiding the world. You're meeting it with edges that don't cut you open. You're creating, writing, designing, solving. Before the first keystroke, touch, heart, breathe, choose play or precision depending on the stage. Let your word choose the tempo and the tolerance for mistakes. If you stall, don't bully your brain. Rebuild the field. Creativity follows safety. You're with someone who's hurting. Your instinct is to fix. Instead, coherence first. Field up, word presence. You listen. Your steady breath gives their nervous system a template. They may not notice you breathing, but their body will. This is how your frequency serves without speech. Now troubleshooting, because even with practice, coherence wobbles. If the visualization feels faint, shrink it. Don't try to flood a stadium with gold. Fill the space of a scarf around your shoulders. As you stabilize small, the field will naturally widen. If emotions surge hot, anger, grief, don't cork them. Give them shape. Heat in chest, weight in throat, name, breathe, stay. Your field isn't a lid. It's a hearth. Fire belongs there when it's tended. If your mind argues, this is silly, this won't help, thank the guard dog. You kept me safe when I didn't have tools. I have one now, then do one cycle anyway. Coherence proves itself by feel, not debate. Make it sticky with anchors. Tie the ritual to events that already happen. Every doorway becomes a breath. Every hand wash becomes a palm to heart. Every calendar alert begins with one out breath longer than the in. You're not adding tasks. You are lacing presence through tasks you already do. Build momentum with bookends. Morning, 3 minutes of the same steps before you touch a screen. Arrive, breathe, ember, field, word, one move. Evening, a 30-second closeout. Hand to heart. Thank your body for carrying you.
Recall one moment you returned to coherence today.
That recollection is a deposit. Your system files it under "this is what we do now." Expect echoes. Old patterns will test the new setting. That's not failure. It's physics. When the echo arrives, you don't explain yourself to it. You repeat yourself to yourself. Arrive, breathe, ember, field, word, one coherent act. Echoes fade when they're not fed. And here is the deeper layer, the part you feel more than understand. The one-piece practice is not a trick to make life behave. It is a way to refuse self-abandonment while life behaves however it does. You become the place where storms can touch down without tearing roots free. Your presence turns rooms into rooms where people breathe easier and tell the truth a little faster. You won't announce it. You'll be it when you forget, and you will start again mid-sentence, mid-step, mid-tension. Coherence doesn't require ceremony. It requires return. One breath in 5, one breath out 6, one real ember, one soft gold field, one word that chooses the next smallest honest move. You don't need perfect conditions to keep a high frequency. You need a repeatable way to come home. Now you have it. Pause with me for one last breath. In for 5, out for 6. Feel that slight settling in your chest? That is coherence returning. That is proof you are never more than a single conscious breath away from the version of you who leads, who listens, who creates with clarity. You did not just learn tips. You installed a new operating rhythm. Arrive in your body, breathe longer out than in, kindle one honest ember of gratitude. Light your golden field, choose one guiding word, and take the next coherent action. That is your loop. That is your leverage. Here is the truth that will keep you steady when life gets loud. High frequency is not a mood to chase. It is a relationship to maintain. With breath, with posture, with attention, with the way you speak to yourself when you wobble, you will wobble. Everyone does. But the difference now is simple and game-changing. You can return. Mid-sentence, mid-email, mid-argument, you can return. And every return strengthens the pathway home. Let's name what has actually shifted. You moved from forcing positivity to cultivating physiology, from performing calm to producing coherence, from outsourcing your state to circumstances, to becoming the circumstance your space conforms to. You are no longer trying to control the river. You are becoming a reliable current within it. People will feel it before they understand it. Rooms will soften. Decisions will simplify. Timing will improve, not because the world got easier, but because your signal got clearer. Will resistance appear? Of course. Echoes of old patterns will knock. Hurry, defensiveness, scarcity, self-doubt. When they do, don't negotiate. Don't narrate. Run the loop. Hand to heart. 5 in, 6 out. Small ember. Soft gold, one word, one clean step. That is not avoidance. That is leadership. You are choosing the atmosphere that allows wise action to arise. Carry this into the ordinary places where extraordinary lives are actually made. The doorway before a hard conversation. The moment your phone lights up with news. The 3 seconds before you answer a child. The half breath after someone criticizes you. The pause before you hit send. Those are micro portals. Step through them in coherence and watch how often outcomes tilt toward grace. If this journey resonated, anchor it with a tiny public vow. Type coherence in the comments. Make that your signal to the field and to your future self that you're not just inspired, you're committed. And if you want a space that keeps you tuned, subscribe now. Not for noise, but for rhythm. Each new session is another rep for your nervous system, another deposit in the steady bank of who you are becoming. Take one last breath with me. 5 in, 6 out. Feel your feet, your spine, your steady heart. You are not chasing alignment anymore. You are carrying it. You are the signal, the tuning fork, the calm center that turns chaos into clarity. Thank you for showing up for yourself and, by extension, for all of us who share this field with you. Until we meet again. Keep the ember honest. Keep the boundary warm. Keep the word simple. I'm proud of the way you return. Now go radiate.